Hey guys, I am making an update video. This is my third time in a row to record a video tonight, so if you see me looking exactly like this for 3 videos, that's why. But I just wanted to make a couple of announcements. The first announcement is that I am actually about to open up my own craft store. I will be selling on Etsy and probably my own website. I'm going to be selling a whole bunch of different things that kind of fit into the kind of medieval fantasy fairycore-esque style that I have for my entire channel. I will be making a bunch of handmade goods, and I think I'm going to name it Mika's Grove. I definitely want to keep Mika in it because I want to just keep my Mika brand consistent, and I also love the word grove because, you know, it means basically a forest that doesn't have all the bushy stuff on the ground, and I just think it's a beautiful word, so I decided to go with Mika's Grove. But let me know if you have any suggestions for any other names, because Mika's Grove doesn't have any like keywords in it like fairy or fantasy or crafts or handmade or whatever, so it might not be very searchable, but I like Mika's Grove. I think it's beautiful. So that is my store's name, at least for right now. It is not set in stone yet though, because I was actually going to open up my store already. I was going to open up my Etsy store the night before last, but I wasn't able to because they require you to send in basically your driver's license, and your driver's license has to match your bank card. And right now my driver's license still says 𝐜𝐴, the name that I had before I was married, and the bank card I use is my husband's. The bank card that is in my name I don't want to use anymore because I technically don't own it. My grandmother does. So what I need to do is just go and get a new driver's license and then get a bank card. I assumed that it would be fine with just my social security number, which they did require, but apparently that's not enough. I also have to put in my driver's license and the bank card, and the bank card has to match the same name as my license. But it's a really complicated process. Long story short, I had my last name changed when I was 9 years old from my birth name to my stepdad's last name because my mom got married, and because of that, because I had changed my name when I was 9 years old, this whole thing is a stupid complicated process. I have to have a bunch of papers proving that I changed my name from Michaela Parks to Michaela McGraw and then Michaela Sparks when I got married. So it's just a really stupid, complicated process, and I need a bajillion papers for it. But hopefully I will be able to get that figured out soon. I should have all of my papers now, so I just need to get that taken care of before I can physically open up my Etsy store. But some of the things I'm going to be selling in my Etsy store are ranging from kind of decor-esque art, sculptures, whatever you want to call it, and clothing and accessories. The main thing that I'm going to start selling in my store are these mushrooms. So I got a bunch of little examples right here. Right now they come in 3 different sizes. They come in small, medium, and large. They are based off of Easter eggs. So I use an Easter egg and I like crack it in half, and then each half of the Easter egg will be the base of the cap. And then I build this sort of paper mache cap on top of it, and then I stick it onto a wooden dowel. This isn't the permanent solution. This is just kind of what I'm doing for now. And these are kind of designed to be stuck into the ground or into like foam in like flower pots. And I did seal these with Mod Podge Outdoors and I think it's Aleene's acrylic sealer. So hopefully people can use these outside, although I can't guarantee that they'll last forever outside, but they can at least be used for flower pots and whatnot indoors. These are little black reach mushrooms. I did use glow-in-the-dark paint on these nuclear mushrooms, but the glow-in-the-dark paint doesn't show up at all. So we got some standard brown ones and some orange ones and some inky cap ones. I actually made these sort of droopy melting bits out of hot glue. I'm probably gonna change it up a bit because the sculpture is not perfect. You can clearly see the the lines right there. But, you know, over time, my mushrooms are going to improve. I've already learned a lot about sculpting just from making the current batch that I have. I have a bunch. I have like probably 50 in my drawer over there. Amanitas are definitely my favorite. Yeah, and then I'm going to be selling just probably random different little sculptures that I make. I tried to make a mandrake, but this was kind of experimental. So the next mandrake or whatever sculpture I make is going to look a lot better than this one. But this is a little mandrake that I made with paper mache. He's heavily inspired by the mandrakes from Drake's Hollow, which is a video game, and it's so cute. I love Drake Hollow. It's such a cute game. Definitely recommend it. You basically, you go to this world where these little drakes live, and you have to build them a little village. You have to defend them from monsters and stuff, and they're super adorable. So yeah, this little guy looks a lot like the drakes from that game, and yeah, I would like to make more of them, but the next ones I make will look a lot better than this one. But he's super cute either way. And then I'm going to be selling leather stuff, clothing, accessories. So this is, I'm probably going to keep this for myself, but this is the first skirt that I made. And I made it for my Bosmer wood elf character, Merkaylee. She's a very primitive carnivore wood elf. I made it out of deer leather, and it laces up in the front right here. And then I kind of cut it out and put some black paint on the edges to make it look dynamic and dirty and whatnot. I may or may not make a tutorial of this. I did record myself making this one, but I don't like it because, I mean, the skirt came out wonderfully, I think, but the method I was using to make this was very inefficient, and I didn't really have the right leather tools. So I'll probably make a different video of another skirt and then make that one into the tutorial video. But yeah, the skirt's like super easy to make. You just get a pelt or a leather hide. You wrap it around your body, make it to where it fits. You fold it over, stitch the ends up, poke holes in it for the, to lace it up. And then you do this sort of like hand stitch around the top. And that's basically it. That's all you have to do. I'll explain it more in a separate video. But yeah, these are pretty cool. And then I made this sort of halter top. I used suede because I didn't know how good of a job I was gonna do. So I used a cheaper suede from like Hobby Lobby just to kind of experiment with. But it turned out really good, I think. It definitely could have been better, but it's just a cute little halter top, like so. And I actually did a pretty decent job on this. There's some minor flaws, like in the stitching on this part. It's kind of ugly on the inside, but yeah, it actually came out pretty decent. And I will be selling this one probably. I will be making more leather stuff. But the thing about leather is leather's expensive, and I'm only going to use full grain and top grain leather other than this, because this was experimental. I might occasionally do suede if I just feel like it, because suede is kind of cool too. But I am 99% sure that I found the same website that Ravenswood Leather buys their leather from, and I found their full grain Renaissance leather, which is, by the way, this leather right here. If you didn't know, if you haven't seen this already yet, I've shown this off a lot on my channel. But this leather right here, this like kind of lighter brown saddle color, is the softest leather I've ever felt in my entire life. And it has this kind of like marbled coloring. I don't know how well you can see that. So I'll probably end up at some point, I have to make money first, but I'll probably eventually invest in this leather. And I can buy, this leather too right here, or whatever, the Outlaw collection. Eventually I'll probably end up investing in this leather so that I know for a fact that I'm using the best top quality full grain leather. And it's really not that expensive, relatively speaking. It's just they sell their leathers in like entire hides, entire cow hides, and it's really expensive because it's a lot of freaking leather. So yeah, there's that. And I have a bunch of ideas that I want to do. I don't want to limit myself when it comes to my store. I get bored really easily with the stuff that I make. You know, I would not be able to open up this shop if I was just making the same thing over and over and over and over again. I just can't do that. So you might end up seeing like a bunch of random stuff in my store, but it'll all be this sort of, you know, fantasy-esque style that I have on my channel. And feel free to leave any suggestions for that down in the comments below. I will probably mostly be working with paper mache and leather. I don't do clay. Clay is too expensive and too fragile. Paper mache is just a way better alternative. I mean, I can literally throw that mushroom across the room. Look, mushroom. These floors are concrete floors. I'm gonna throw it. It just bounced 5 times on the ground. All right, just retrieved my mushroom. And not a single scratch is on it. If it looks like a scratch, it's probably just lines in the paint because I made it look kind of like dirty. But yeah, not a single scratch, not a single crack, not a single break. So that's why I use paper mache, because it's really durable. And clay definitely would not have survived that. All right, one more thing before I move on to the next topic. I got these leaves from Hobby Lobby, or Michael's actually. They came on like a big, like bushy plant, and I just pulled the leaves off. But these are like hyper realistic leaves, and they feel real. And I would love to build like clothing and accessories out of this. At least like a kind of cowl thing or a skirt. This might not be the best for like a shirt per se, unless I sew this on top of fabric, because that could get a little bit irritating probably. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is I would love to make like leafy, fairy-esque styled clothing accessories, but I haven't tried it yet. So I just got a sewing machine. I actually didn't have to pay for it at all because someone at the Renaissance Festival was giving it away, or one of the cast members I should say, and I went and picked it up. And it's like a 1950s Singer sewing machine, and I'm really excited to try it out. So yeah, I will make a separate video when I have officially launched my store, and I don't know, I guess I'll make a little trailer video or something for that. Next thing I wanted to announce is I am officially on LBRY / Odysee and Rumble. Both of those are YouTube alternatives, so if you are looking to branch out away from YouTube, Rumble is pretty much like an exact alternate platform with just some minor differences in basically the basic functions. But then LBRY / Odysee is a video sharing platform, but it's like totally different. So Odysee is basically just an extension of LBRY. It's basically the video sharing app. And LBRY is like, they call it a protocol. I'm not gonna even begin to pretend like I understand the tech at all whatsoever, but it's basically a database info sharing thing that uses blockchain tech, which is the same kind of tech that Bitcoin uses. So that basically means that they don't use servers per se. The information stored on LBRY is like scattered across the entire world. So basically that means that the creators of LBRY don't even have the capabilities or the power to completely delete your content, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Not that my content would ever be deleted because I don't make controversial content, but I believe in free speech, I believe in freedom, and so I believe in freedom over protections, and I believe in freedom over feeling offended by something. So I'm always going to support the freedom-loving platforms. So blockchain tech sounds like that's going to be the future of the internet, as long as we allow it to be the future of the internet. And so far, it's pretty awesome. It is very small right now. It is a relatively new platform. Maybe not so much LBRY, but Odysee is new. I mean, they just opened up the Apple phone app September of 2020, so it's pretty much brand new, relatively speaking. And what's awesome about Odysee is that you can upload or you can sync your YouTube videos to Odysee, and it will just automatically upload every single video that you have that's public onto your Odysee account. So you don't have to worry about sitting there re-uploading every single one of your videos. And there's no ads on Odysee, or there can be ads, but it's optional. I don't know all of the tech and, you know, the functions of the site, but you basically earn cryptocurrency, which is their own like digital currency, but it's like similar to Bitcoin, and you can use that currency to boost your videos. You can tip creators, and you should be able to cash out money from that currency, and you can get daily cryptocurrency just from like watching videos and following people. So it's pretty cool, and I really like that anybody can tip you. So that's Odysee. And then I am on Rumble. I don't see Rumble being the future necessarily. I don't see Rumble really taking off like I do see Odysee, but I do like Rumble for certain things, and I also don't like Rumble for certain things. For one, I'm having to re-upload every single one of my videos to Rumble. You can sync your YouTube channel, but I think it only syncs the videos that are new videos. So when you sync up your channel and you put out a new video on YouTube, that video will go to Rumble as well, but it won't upload your older videos. So yeah, there's that. And your videos on Rumble are automatically monetized, so you don't have to worry about being approved for monetization. Same with Odysee. I haven't even finished uploading my videos to Rumble. I'm only on videos from like 2018, and I've already earned like a few cents from just the views that I have on there, which is definitely an improvement to no money at all, which is what I'm making on YouTube, because they won't even accept monetization for my channel because I'm, quote, not original enough for some reason. Because, you know, there's about a million other channels just like mine. So yeah, and there's this Rumble feature where it's like you discover new videos. So it's kind of like Tinder in a way, where you can watch a video for like at least 8 seconds or whatever, and you can swipe right or left. And right's like, I want to see more content like this, and left's like, I don't want to see more content like this. But each time you swipe, as long as you have already watched like 8 seconds of the video, you'll get a raffle ticket. And the raffle ticket goes towards this like little lottery thing. And at the end of the day or week, I don't know which one it is, someone will actually win and get some money. And I actually won one time. I literally swiped like twice. And then the next day it was like, you've earned $5 from this lottery. And I was like, oh, that's really cool actually. So because of that feature, there's a lot of people going on there and just, you know, swiping right or left, trying to get those raffle tickets. And so people can just randomly stumble upon my channel or my videos and discover my channel. Now, I can see that like not really being relevant if Rumble became a big platform, because then it would be harder to win those raffles. I think it was easy for me to win that raffle because it is a relatively small platform right now, but it's still pretty cool. And I like that I don't earn cryptocurrency. I can immediately cash out as long as I've earned $50, I believe it is. Once my account has $50 to it, I can just pull that money out. So yeah, that is a really cool feature, I think. But in general, Rumble is really finicky. It's really janky. So because of that, I don't really see it blowing up per se. And it's very saturated with political videos right now. Pretty much anything alt tech is going to be very conservative, because pretty much every conservative and libertarian and anyone who's not on the left is trying to, even people on the left who are sick of big tech, they're trying to leave big tech for these smaller platforms just to get away from the, you know, the companies that don't care about their users at all. So yeah, that is probably the main problem with these small platforms, is that they're so heavily saturated with political content. It's like, oh my god, give me some artists on here, give me some LARPers. And then that turns people off of it, you know, that turns away people on the left because they don't want to be on a platform that's so infested with people on the right. So that's why I am trying to get people to move over to these alt tech sites, because it shouldn't be for people on the right. It should be for everybody, because big tech has gotten absolutely insane this year. They are basically monopolistic in their behaviors. When these big tech companies come together, they basically make one big monopoly, and they just squash their competition, and they don't care about you. They censor you. You can make a perfectly innocent meme that has nothing to do with politics or anything, and they'll censor you. You could accidentally have a nip slip while you're breastfeeding your baby, and they'll censor you. They'll delete your videos or whatever. So yeah, the point is that I'm trying to get away from big tech. And it's not that big tech is the problem, it's these specific companies that are tyrannical, and they don't care about you, and they censor you, and they squash their competitions. I would love to see more of my community joining these alt tech sites, whether it's Rumble or Odysee or Parler. Parler is so dead right now, it's not even funny. But there's Minds. Minds is a smaller Facebook alternative, but it uses blockchain tech, so they can't be super censory over there because they don't have the capabilities, because it uses blockchain. And then there's Gab, which I don't like Gab, but there is Gab. And then there's MeWe, and then there's another one. I forget the name. I always forget the name of the other one. But point is, there are plenty of alt tech options. I just wish that at least one of them would grow, because Parler was growing like crazy fast. And then all the big tech got together. Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Apple, and Google came together to destroy Parler for no reason. They say the reason was because of the insurrection of January 6th, but that's not why, okay? They used January 6th as an excuse to squash Parler, but that was never a thing on Parler. There might have been like one or two person on there who was, a part of that. But Parler never had the capability to form groups or any kind of pages. Most of the organization of January 6th happened on Facebook and Twitter. They only used that as an excuse to squash their competition. And they're telling you it's because of Donald Trump and, the insurrectionists of the right. They're telling you it's these people so that they'll keep everyone on the left on Facebook, on Twitter, on big tech. But it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with squashing competition, okay? So get off of your political high horses and get on alt tech. Stop getting on Twitter, stop getting on Facebook. I'm still on Facebook, but only because everyone else is still on Facebook. I'm trying to use Facebook as little as possible. I've already left Twitter. I'm not posting on Twitter anymore. If I ever do post on Twitter again, it's gonna be just to advertise whatever new platform I'm gonna be on. I'm probably never gonna leave YouTube, just because YouTube is where most of my following is, and YouTube is the best, business opportunity right now for me. But I am still going to be joining any alt tech platform that's growing, just so I can support them and be a part of that. So anyway, I will definitely keep you guys updated on whatever new platform I join. I'll probably just do it in the little community post. I won't necessarily make an entire video about it, but I will let you know if I'm actively posting on a new platform. And feel free to let me know what other platforms are out there. I want to just mostly stick to the biggest alt tech platforms, as long as they are free speech. I only support free speech platforms. That doesn't mean I support illegal posts, but if it's not an illegal post, it shouldn't be censored. That's what I believe in. Oh, by the way, I don't think I'll be posting on BitChute anymore, just because I can't post to BitChute anymore. BitChute is a video sharing platform as well as Rumble, but I haven't been able to post my last two videos. I haven't been able to post my 2 Sprout the Fairy videos on there because Rumble won't let me. I've tried at least 20 times on different computers, different web browsers. I even tried lowering the file size of my videos, and BitChute just will not upload my videos. And I've tried contacting BitChute support to ask them what the heck's going on. I can't upload any video on there, and they never responded to me. So I think BitChute is just dead. It's never been a good platform. I was only on BitChute because it was the only YouTube alternative that I knew of at the time when I started it, but the platform is just so jankety and underfunded, and the video quality is just terrible on there. So if you follow me on BitChute, I think I have like 70 followers on BitChute. I'll sync up my BitChute channel to my YouTube channel, so if it happens to automatically upload my videos onto there, then cool. But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna mess with it because it's just, I can't manually upload any videos. I don't know what you want from me. Besides, I don't think anyone really cares about BitChute anymore anyway. Everyone's going to Rumble, everyone's going to LBRY/Odysee. So yeah. Let me know in the comments if there's any alt text sites that I'm missing. I just discovered Odysee/LBRY like a week ago, and I've been amazed. And Odysee isn't even overly saturated with politics, which is really nice. So there's a lot of gamers on there. But anyway, I think that is all for this little update. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see from me. I'm thinking about making some gaming videos, just because I'm in the mood to play video games right now. But I don't know what to play, and I don't know how to play it on the computer. I'm sure it's not hard, but I'm not playing on the Xbox anymore. Not recording anyway on Xbox. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, thank you for listening to my little, I don't even know what you would call that. Tangent? my little rant, kind of. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video.